Hey there guys, and thanks for joining me today on a new video where I want to talk to you about Immersion. You're looking at Elite Dangerous at the moment, and I suppose Elite Dangerous is a very good game where a lot could be possible if pushed right, and it needs to be, in my opinion. We want more and more from games these days. We're no longer happy with the game just focusing on one point and it being that. We want it to be, on a grand scale. We've got GTA 5, where you think it's big, but then the majority of the people will confirm it's not big enough. But there's so much to go already, but we always want more. Elite Dangerous is probably a game like that as well. And that's why I want to talk to you about Immersion, because I think the games nowadays, they need to have something of everything. You need to be able to not just drive a car, but you need to be able to drive a plane, you need to be able to sit in a boat, you need to be able to go underwater, you need to go in a train, all of that stuff. Now, Elite Dangerous is obviously already promising some of those things now that Horizons is coming out as well. And we'll get back to Elite Dangerous in a second. First, I want to talk to you about something different. There's two very cool games that I came across while going on the Oculus Share website, where you can download all of these little games and testers and experiences to find out more cool things about what you can do with the Oculus. So I found a very cool game called Flux Machinae. This game is really immersive because you sit inside of a mech cockpit and you get to walk around on the surface of a terrain, and it feels like you're actually sitting in that machine. It wiggles around, you can look around with your head to aim with your weapon, you can close the blast shield, and you really feel cozy in your cockpit. It's very cool like that. Checking their website, it seems to be a game that's currently in development still. And there's some cool information there that says your new home, your grinder's cockpit is your home away from home. A lovingly detailed interior will make you forget about the real world and accept your new life as a rugged grinder pilot. Again, immersion, right? Because of the VR goggles, the Oculus, you really feel like you're inside of it. And this game makes a really good use of what the Oculus can do. Looking at your hands, looking at the terrain outside, using the crosshair on your head, it's all very well thought out. And again, the immersion is great. It really feels like you're walking on a planet. Now, another game that I found was Neptune Flux. This game is about steering a little submarine underwater. Again, a game where I feel incredibly immersive. You're sitting in this thing, in this little dive boat, and you look to your left, you look to your right, and you really feel like you're inside of this thing. Now, this game is very dark and sinister and quiet. So there's this little base on the bottom of the ocean, and apparently you're on some huge planet. You don't really know where you are, and it is your duty to go and explore. And this is something that ties back into Elite Dangerous. I like exploring. I like to go and look at distant stars. I like to go and see what is out there, what can be found. So in Neptune Flux, that's exactly what you do. You can find wreckages on the ocean floor and stuff like that, and that's really interesting. It makes a lot of sense. I'm excited to see this game. This game isn't necessarily for the VR. You've got a normal version out there as well. It's on Kickstarter at the moment, and it looks very promising. So how does this tie into Elite Dangerous? Well, let's go back to Horizons, which was announced. This expansion pack obviously promises more than just flying in your spaceship. You'll be able to go down onto a planet. So for now, just airless planets. And you will be able to find an outpost. They released a very cool screenshot, which looks very promising in the newsletter. You'll be able to go into a little car and drive around, find ship wreckages, etc. That's what I'm very excited about. You'll be able to explore, you'll be able to go to places where no one's been before, and you'll be able to find things that maybe you can survey, and you can take the data back, and you can actually maybe build an outpost somewhere. So I'm very excited for that as well. And that's where Neptune Flux and Flux Machinae really got me thinking. Both of these games do a really good job at exactly what they're made for. You'll be able to walk in a mech, you'll be able to swim in a submarine, and they do a really good job at that. And I really hope that Elite Dangerous, Frontier Developments, will be able to take Elite Dangerous to the next level by implementing these kind of game mechanics and making Elite Dangerous that one game where you can do everything. For now, airless moons, airless planets. The next step, obviously, atmosphere. So you go down on a planet with water. You'll be able to take your car out or your mech. You drive up to the water. You lower your submarine in there. You walk outside. All these things. I can't wait for what Elite Dangerous will be able to do to allow us to get that really 100% immersive, grand scale game where you can do exactly everything that you want. I'm super excited. Go take a look at Neptune Flux and Flux Machinae if you're interested in these games. I really like them. They're somewhat limited at the moment because they're obviously still in development, but very excited nonetheless. So I'm hoping to see you in the skies or maybe on the surface of a planet in Elite Dangerous very soon. Obviously, I am as excited for Horizons as you are, and I can't wait to see more. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me today. Just a little rant about, some of the things that I'm looking forward to at the moment. And I've got some really cool Oculus footage coming very soon. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you later.